Last I left off in the last video, I was asking if you saw a pattern in the combinations we were making. So let's go look at those. Right? We made pattern combinations and we had groups of items and we wanted to see how many ways we can choose a number of those items out of the group. So out of one item, I can either choose none or one. There's only one way to choose none, and there's only one way to choose that one item. Out of two items, I can choose 0 of them, I could choose 1 of them, or I could choose 2 of them. And likewise, there's 1, 2, and 1 possible ways to do that. For 3, there was 1, 3, 1 ways to choose 0, 1, 2, or 3 items. And for 4, to choose 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4 items, I could choose it 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. So that's how it went. And those were the patterns for that we found out in the last video. Now, if I were to draw that out, it would look something like this: 1 and 1, 1, 2, 1. 1, 3, 3, 1, and 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. Okay, up here, this was for one item, this was for 2 items. You know, I should probably pick a different color to draw that in. This was for 1, this was for 2. This row was for 3 possible items, and this row was for 4. Now, over here, I'm going to write out what that 1 stands for, and then what that 1 stands for. So that 1 was for out of one item choosing nothing. This 1 was for out of one item choosing 1, right? This 1 was for out of actually, let me take that and move that over a little bit. Let me cut that and let me paste it, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to move it over here, because you'll see why that is going to be very useful to us. Alright, so anyway, for this one right here was out of 2 items, right? Out of 2 items, choosing none. The one in the middle was out of 2 items, choosing 1 of them. And the one on the outside was out of 2 items, choosing both of them. Now over here, this 1 was, well, when I had 3 items, and I chose none, that's what I came out with. This 3 was when I had 3 and I chose 1, and it keeps going on like that in the same pattern I had written out. Alright? And for the 1, 4, 6, 4, 1, it was 4 items, choose none, 4 items, choose 1, 4 items, choose 2, 4 items, choose 3, and over here, 4 items, choosing all 4 of them. Alright, now if you haven't recognized this pattern already, this is a very famous triangle called Pascal's triangle, and it's very simply constructed. At any number you have, let's just take this random number 3. This number 3 is made up of the 2 numbers above it, a 2 and a 1. You add those 2 numbers together, you get the number below it. Let's look at this number 4. 3 plus 1. How about the number 6 next to it? 3 plus 3. So you start on the top and you add the number next to it, you get the one below it. You add the number next to it, you get the one below it. You add the 2 numbers together, you get the one below it. So doing that pattern, what would we get for the next line? So that would be 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. 4 plus 6 is 10. This 6 plus 4 is 10. This 4 plus 1 is 5. And then we just get a 1 at the end. And guess what that is? That's if those are all the combinations if we had 5 items and we wanted to choose from them. So what would we choose from them? Okay, well, we have 5, we could choose none. We have 5, we could choose 1. We have 5, we can choose 2. We have 5, we could choose 3. We have 5, we could choose 4. And it doesn't look like it's quite going to fit, but I'll just squeeze it. If we had 5, we could choose all 5. That would be, there's one way to do that. Choose none. There's 5 ways to choose 1. There are 10 ways to choose 2, and there are 10 ways to choose 3. There are 5 ways to choose 4, and there is 1 way to choose all 5. Notice the balance that we have going on. And that is the first step to combinations.